Shubor nakashlem jong unongsan Hima.
Sembut Menteri Rangba ke Sorkar Jela ubak Prestone Song, ula pentip bagi Pulit kilara ya ubak Rejesing Warjri bantoket halor ke jingklat ke longkmi ke kong dari Shah lingdo buat Khun hakawai kepung hasnong Langtor. Ula ya thu bagi jingtoket ya uni urang ba ke dehadian bela Kynnoh ba uklam kam kepa ya uni Khun keba kani ke kemi ke lakha ke bela Shah berngem tang namar ba ke ai kerteng kepa ya ubak Rejesing. Kejing ya thu ubak Prestone ya kani kejingja Langtor kalong ban jubab ya kejing shibenta uba adal ber nongrum ya ke court motion balawan ra do Dr. Mukul Sangma bat ba bright stable marbanyang halor kejing trikam ketenat Pulit uba Prestone ulay thu baki Pulit kilara ya uba Rejesing men haka sau tarik menta ubnai bantok kit bat la pharu ban pit benya ya ke court ka khya ha civil hospital mairang bat hadien ba ula klan la pha biang bantok kit haki Pulit kumban shipen kan mau kasnong Langtor haba ka pelat ya ka kerwo kubor hakini kisngi kala jer kerteng da uba ya uni ubriu uba Shah Kynnoh namar kim kwa ban penpau kerteng hendrai uba Prestone song haba ujubab hayeng dor bar ula pentip badai uba Rejesing Warjri baki Pulit kilara ban token.
It is really a fact to see that things are reality, especially when we come to this very prime subject, the police department. It is a policy matter, in fact, no doubt. The matter relates to the sad, shocking, untimely death of 25 years old Kong Darisha Lingdo Kinchi and her 2 months old son, who were found dead on the morning of 2nd March 2025 under unnatural circumstances at a shallow reservoir in Langtor village of Eastern West Khazils. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, just 2 days ago, even as this August House was still in session, residents of Langtor village from all walks of life, including students, women, social workers, and NGOs, have come out onto the street in large numbers at the public rally held at the village to demand justice for Kong Darisha and her child. Mr. Speaker, sir, the death of this young lady and her infant baby is a matter not restricted to just Langtor village or to Eastern West Khazils, but the pain of this shocking and untimely death is felt with grief and sadness in the society across the entire Khazils and even the state at large. And the reason why there is grief, sadness and pain is because as a society we came to know from news report and from news channel on YouTube that Mairang police station had prior and adequate knowledge about the threat to life of late Kong Darisha. We came to know that right from 12 February 2025, when the family members of Kong Darisha learned of threat being made by a particular person who had demanded that his name be removed from documents like birth certificate and baby report, which mention him as father of the child of Kong Darisha. The family members of Kong Darisha and promptly lodged an FIR at Mairang police station requesting for police protection. And because this unnamed person had sent a pleader's notice through an advocate mentioning the requirement of a DNA test, the family members of Kong Darisha and in the FIR lodge at Mairang police station asked authorities to facilitate a DNA test for ascertaining the paternity of Kong Darisha child. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I am presently a member of the Committee on Women, and it is one of my role and function to be apprised about crimes against women that happen everywhere in a state. Just a few months ago, in December last year, the Assembly Committee had visited the survivor of a horrific domestic violence incident at Niryang village in Thalaskeng block of West Jaintia Hills. The victim was allegedly set on fire by her own husband. And the chairperson of Assembly Committee has said during that visit that the extent of damage inflicted upon the victim may take months and years to heal. Deputy Speaker, sir, these painful stories have been happening over and over again. We recall 7 years ago, in June 2018, a heinous crime was committed at Mission Compound locality under my constituency of North Shillong, where a 3-week-old infant baby was allegedly murdered by the ex-husband of the mother of the infant baby. The ex-husband had climbed the terrace of the house and came down to his ex-wife's room in the middle of the night to attack his ex-wife, and then carried the child upstairs to terrace where he dumped the broken body of the child in a bucket of water. Very painful and pathetic. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, again, how can we forget the death of late Kong Korphilia Nongkenri, 23 years old and resident of Raisamthia, again as recent as this year. And this month on 2nd March 2025, Again, how can we forget the death of late Kong Korphilia Nongkenri, 23 years old and resident of Raisamthia, again on the constituency I represent. Late Kong Korphilia was 7 months pregnant when she was murdered by her own boyfriend in September 2002. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, painful stories like these are repeating over and over again. And it has happened again as recent as this year and this month on 2nd March 2025 at Langtor village in east and west Khasi Hills. And what is so hurtful this time round at Langtor village is that the police at Mairang police station had ample knowledge that there was a threat to life of late Kong Darisha Lingdo Kenshi. I cannot bear to remember the widely seen photo of a young lady still straddling her 2-month-old baby on her back, both lying dead in a shallow water reservoir at Langtor village. That haunting image will stay. Deputy Speaker, sir, I ask a simple question in this August House today. Where is the security to women and young children in our state? And this question is not only for the government of the day, but to the police department, to the State Women's Commission, to the Social Welfare Department, and to every other authority who is in a role to protect our women and children.
Sir, the issue raised by Adalbat Nongrim relating to the incident, that unfortunate incident that has happened, I would like to read here. Sir, the report that we receive on the incident kajing bom kam ubah pensyai kador barsnong Langtor ka la clarify kala pensyai. So that on the 2nd March 2025, a written FIR was received from Srimati Kelba Mary Lengdo, Kanshi, 37 years, daughter of Shri S. Jana, resident of Langtor, Eastern West Castles, and Srimati Clarity Lengdo Kanshi, 47, daughter of late W. Marbanyang, resident of Langtor, Eastern West Castles, to the effect that Srimati Darisha Lengdo Kanshi, daughter of late Litmon Lengdo Kanshi, and Shrek Jana, resident of Langtor, Eastern West Castles, went missing from her house on 1st March 2025 at around 5:30 p.m. And the family members along with the villagers had conducted search to find her whereabouts. But to no avail. On the morning of the 2nd March 25 at around 9 a.m., her dead body along with her baby was found from one water dam and one riang, which was used as a water source for Kanshi village. Further, on the 12th February 2025, an FIR was lodged at Mairang Police Station against Rejesing Warjri. Rejesing Warjri on the ground that he had threatened Darisha Lengdo Kanshi because she claimed that he is the father of the baby that she had given birth. After the FIR was lodged, information received by the family members of Darisha Lengdo Kanshi indicating that Rejesing Warjri tried to be close to her when she was alone, and this action amazed the family members as to why he is maintaining closeness with her, even though he is not accepting that he is the father of her baby. Therefore, in connection with the above incident, the family members strongly suspected that Rejesing Warjri is involved in the murder of Darisha Lengdo Kanshi and her 2-month-old baby. Hence, the case by Mairang PS case number 21 in bracket 3 2025 US 103 sub 1/238A BNS was registered and treated as SR case by SR number 08/2025. The investigation of the case is ensuing with supervision by the undersigned and other supervisory officers in the district. That the mobile forensic crime scene unit was requisitioned immediately and they assisted the investigation officer in the collection of evidences from the place of occurrence at Wanriang, Langtor village, Eastern West Khasi Hills. That the dead bodies of both the deceased were sent to Nekrim, Shillong for post-mortem examination and report is still awaited. That the specimens collected from both the deceased has been seized and the same were sent to FSL for examination and report is awaited. That the dead bodies of both the deceased were handed over to the relatives for performing their last rite and rituals. That the suspected accused person, namely Rejesing Warjri, was apprehended on 4/3/2025. He was thoroughly interrogated and arrested in connection with the case. That Rejesing Warjri was sent to TSM Civil Hospital Mairang for medical examination, and upon examination, the medical report, it is found that he is suffering from hypertension at the time of examination and therefore he was advised to be admitted at the hospital. On the 6th March 2025, he was discharged from the hospital and forwarded to the Honorable Court and 4 days police custody granted. That during custodial interrogation, it has come to light that the suspected accused person, Rejesing Warjri, was previously named by the deceased as the father of her baby boy. The matter of the child's paternity had been in dispute, with both parties having filed previous FIRs regarding the issue as under. On the 12th February 2025, received FIR from Kelva Marie Langtor Kanshi and Shri Grasland Langtor Kanshi had defamed Srimati Darisha Langtor Kanshi, who is a person with mental illness, and also threatened her, which affected her and her family. He threatened her to remove his name from the baby report which she gave birth in the month of January, and if she does not remove his name, he will file an FIR against her, which cost her and her family a lot of money. Further, the pleader notice from the side of Rejesing Warjri by sending a copy to the village authority had humiliated Srimati Darisha Langtor Kanshi more and more. Hence, case is registered against Rejesing Warjri, White Mairang Police Station case number 17 in bracket 022025 U/S79/351 in bracket 2/356 BNS 2023, and investigation is ensuing. On the 17th February 2025, received a counter FIR from Shri Rejesing Warjri against Srimati Darisha Langtor, as the immediate family of Srimati Darisha Langtor blatantly accused him of being the father of the newborn baby boy given birth by Srimati Darisha Langtor Kanshi on the 3rd January 2025 at Civil Hospital Mairang. This wrongful accusation with a malefic intention to malign his name had greatly impacted his very existence as a young man having a reputed prestige in the society and especially in the church as Christian youth volunteer. They have promised to remove his name from the hospital, but they did not comply to their promise. Hence, on the 28th January 2025, he had sent through his legal team a legal representation notice to settle the matter amicably by agreeing to just undergo a DNA paternity test as per the Supreme Court ruling. After receiving the LR, both parties have agreed to undergo the DNA test at Civil Hospital, Shillong, and all expenditures will be borne by him, as he had initiated the same, but now have become infructuous on her filing the FIR dated 12/2/2025. That he vehemently denied all the allegations of insulting her modesty or threatening to cause harm or intimidation her in any way whatsoever, nor have any intention of defaming her. These frivolous allegations are an attempt on her part to whitewash her unscrupulous intentions to further intimidate him and his family with her habitual lies and prejudices to misuse the legal system. Hence, the case was registered, White Mairang PS case number 19 in bracket 02/2025 U/S356 in bracket 2 BNS 2023, and investigation is ensuing. That the accused person was interrogated in connection with the case, but he kept changing his statement. He contradicted his previous statement recorded prior to his arrest that he did not leave his house on the 1st/3, 2025, whereas during the course of custodial interrogation, he came out with a new theory that he had visited his girlfriend, namely Pulit Kurba, house on the 1st March 2025 around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and stayed there for long hours along with her family members. Consequently, his girlfriend's statement was recorded, and she narrated that he came to her house at around 8:15 p.m. or 8:20 and sat for around 10 minutes and left. That P. Kurba also informed that on 1st/3/2025 he came to her house to take her lava mobile phone and left almost immediately. This information was never revealed by Rejesing Warjri, and when he was questioned regarding this, he hesitantly narrated that he had kept the lava mobile phone at home without SIM card. Subsequently, this information was verified by locating the said mobile, and one SIM card bearing mobile number 6900015701 was found to be active in the mobile phone. On being questioned, Rejesing Warjri claimed that mobile number 69001570 was used by him in an old Nokia mobile phone that he kept at home before he was apprehended. On being led by him, a house search was conducted to locate the Nokia mobile phone, but the same was not found at the place where he claimed to have kept the mobile phone. Later, one of his family members produced burnt component of suspected mobile phone recovered from the premises of his house, but he denied that the burned component belongs to his Nokia mobile phone. These irregularities and contradictory statement given by Rejesing Warjri is evident that he is trying to conceal evidences. That it is pertinent to mention here that he had also deleted all data from his Oppo A3X mobile phone, mobile number 883704627, which is a suspicious conduct to erase crucial digital footprints or digital evidences. These mobile phones of the accused person are being sent to the FSL for examination and expert opinion so as to unearth the criminal conspiracy pertaining to the case. That the crucial witnesses like the villagers, family members and friends of the suspect and victim are being examined to verify the facts and circumstances pertaining to the case, as there was a series of events that transpired prior to this instant case. These witnesses are crucial to substantiate the steps taken in the investigation of the instant case, and more so as the suspected accused person is not cooperating with the investigation. In view of the seriousness of the offense, the IO and the supervisory officers have been delegated with the task to expedite the investigation of the case so as to unearth the entire criminal conspiracy in connection with the case and for securing justice. So, sir, these are the situation and the status of this particular case as raised by the honourable member Ba Adelbat Nongrum.